Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this session we are going to start looking into the distribution plot. So guys, the main purpose of distribution plot is to identify the distribution of the data within the given data set. So in this aspect we are going to learn about various type of distribution plot. So we will be starting with the histogram for continuous variable. Then we will look into histogram for categorical variable. Third, we will look into density plot. Fourth, we will discuss about density curves with histogram. And at last we will discuss about the box plot. And in this session we are going to learn about histogram for continuous variable. So guys, let's look into the plot. What plot we are going to design in this session. So guys, in this session we are going to design this plot, and with the help of this plot you are able to identify the distribution within the given data set. In this particular example, here we are checking that how the displacement variable is spreaded across on the basis of the class. So here the class is representing that whether the vehicle is two-seater, it's a compact vehicle, mid-size, minivan, pickup, subcompact or SUV. Now if you closely look into this particular plot, then you will find that at x-axis we are having the displacement value, and at y-axis it is telling that how many number of cases available in this category. So how do you read this plot? So for example, if you talk about this point, then it is telling that we have one case which is of class 2-seater and whose displacement value is 7.0. Now how do you read if you are having more than one class and their displacement value is same? For example, over here 2.7. So here you have the representation of the orange color is the compact. You have compact vehicle whose displacement value is 2.7 and it is almost 7 number of cases we have. In the same bar we are having mid-size vehicle whose displacement value is 2.7. In the same bar we are having another class that is called pickup class, and which has near about 13 cases that belongs to 2.7 displacement. Now let's proceed further and write the code to generate this plot. So to generate this plot, we are going to follow the same 5 steps. In the first step, we are having the global settings. In the second step, we are importing the data. In the third step, we are preparing our data. Fourth step, we are drawing the plot, and in the fifth step we are decorating the plot. So I have already written the step 1 and step 2, and the data set we are using the same data set which we have used in our previous session. So now let's proceed further and prepare our data for this particular plot. So I will select this cell, press B, and over here I am going to specify the x variable, that is our displacement if you remember, and over here I need to specify that I want to group on the basis of the class. So we are having a variable that is called class. So let's look into that. Run shift enter, and over here you should specify data frame and then run the step 2. Once you run the step 2, then you will find that we are having a variable called class, and that I am going to tell that. So I should tell I want to group by on this variable. So here I will specify group by var equal to class. Now next I need to perform group by operation, group our data. So over here I will tell that df dot aggregation equal to df dot loc. This is for slicing, and here I am selecting the column. So I want to select the displacement which I have stored in this variable. Along with that I want to select the class variable. So I will tell that group by var, which we have stored class over here, and then I will tell that I want to group by on the basis of the class variable. So I will tell that group by variable over here. Now let's store the values of these. So how I can do that? I will tell that vals. So this is a variable, and within that I will get all the values of the group data. So let's do it. How we can do that? We use list comprehension operator, and over here I need to specify that this value x var, and over here I need to get all the values which will be converted as list with the help of this method to list, and over here I will iterate it for I comma df in df underscore aggregation we have created in this line. So we will get all the values. So now we have prepared our data set. Now let's proceed further and let's draw the plot on the basis of this data which we have generated. So in the step 4, select this cell, press B, and over here the first step we need to create the figure. So here we need to mention plot dot figure, and within that I am going to specify the figure size, and over here we need to tell that 16 comma 10. 16 is our width and 10 is our height, and over here we need to specify dpi equal to 80. Now next we need to specify the colors. So for colors I am going to use the color map. Here I will generate those colors. I will tell that plot.cm for color map dot. There is a method called a spectral to generate the different color. So I will tell that a spectral, and within that I am going to generate some of the color with the help of this common formula which we generally use. So here I want how many number of colors to generate. So I want it should generate how many number of values we are having. So let's calculate it. So here you need to specify float to do the conversion, and then we need to tell that len the values -1. So it will generate these number of different colors. First it is calculating how many number of values you are having, and then it is doing the -1, and then it is converting it into the float, and then it is dividing with the number I. So for I am going to write the code for I in range len, and over here we need to specify the values which we have generated over here. So here we are iterating the loop till the length of the values. So how many number of item we are having, so it will iterate till that number and it will generate those number of colors. In a more simple term, I will tell that it will generate those number of color how many number of classes we are having, and class is a variable within the data set, so it is generating those number of color combination. Now the next step, let's generate the histogram. For that I need to tell that, and we need to specify three variable beans patches. Whenever we are calling this hist function, so it will give us these three information, and over here we need to specify the parameter, and the parameter I want vals, which we have generated over here, that is a list, and I want 30, and stacked, it should be stacked. I want that the data should be stacked, and I will tell that true. And density I don't want to show here, so I will tell that false, and the color I want the color which we have generated. So this way we will draw the histogram. So now let's proceed further and let's do the decoration on the plot so that it would be more meaningful. So let's decorate the plot. So I will start decorating with the legend. So let me write the code first, then I will explain. So over here I will tell that plot legend, and over here I will mention group colon call for group comma call in zip. I will get the unique values of all the classes. So here I will tell that np unique, and here we will specify df group by underscore var. This is the class information, and I want to convert it as to list. So this code will help us to get the legend, and over here we are getting all the colors, and as well as we are getting all the classes, and we are identifying the unique value of those classes and zipping it. And then we are iterating it one by one and making a key value pair, and that is used as a legend. And this legend will look something like this. In this plot you are seeing it over here. So this is the legend, is representing the class. So now let's proceed further and do the further decoration. Next we need to specify the title. So we will tell that plot title, and over here I will tell that tag histogram of our variable, that is x underscore bar $$ colored by $$, and between that curly braces, here we will specify the variable group by underscore var, and the font size I am going to keep it large, equal to 22. Next we need to decorate our x level. So here I need to tell that plot dot x level, and we will specify the x var. Next we need to decorate the y level. So here we will tell that y level, and here we will tell that it will represent the frequency, and at y lim we need to specify the 0 to 25. So here I will tell that plot dot y lim, and here we need to specify 0 to 25. Then I want to specify the x tick. So for that I am going to specify plot dot x tick, and here within ticks parameter I need to tell that I can use the bin which we have received over here. So I will use it over here. I will tell that beans. Next I need to specify the levels. So here I will tell that levels, and it should be round. I am going to round the value, and over here b comma 1. And how does we can get the bean? So here I am telling that for b in all the beans which we got over here. So you must be asking that what is happening with this line. So I will tell you. In this diagram you are seeing it over here, 1.6, 2.1, 2.7. so these values is x tick values, and this value we are printing it on the figure with the help of this particular line. And at last plot dot show. Now we have done the decoration. Select this one, cut it from here, come to the step 4, paste it over here, so that we will execute it together. So now let's execute this. Do shift enter, and then you will find that we got the histogram which we are going to use to identify the distribution of displacement on the basis of the class. And this is what I wanted to demonstrate you in this session. Now in the next session, we will discuss about histogram for categorical variable, and that plot is used to identify the distribution of the categorical variable within the given data set. So on this note, I am stopping over here. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.